Good morning or evening, whenever time you're watching this. But it is in the middle of winter. We're cold. We're ready to warm up. We're gonna head to the desert. Stick around. Let's go. Brr. Are you ready for adventure? Yeah. Alright, we stopped in our favorite little town, got some snacks. It's Glenwood, New Mexico. If you're ever this way, highly recommend it. Great place. Well, we're getting ready to drop off into the Gila Basin. There's Mount Graham off in the distance. We'll be way down here and around that way. Well, if you're looking for a good workout, you can come to the Safford Walmart. It is the biggest Walmart I've ever been to.
That's because you didn't go to the one in Farmington.
The other side of it. Just grabbing a few extra things before we head out to camp. Alright, we got supplies. Gretchen's becoming quite the good travel buddy. Yes, you are. Oh, yes. You ready to go play in the desert? Alright. Alright, we're finally heading out of town. We decided to stop and just get some Arby's so we're not hangry trying to set up camp because the sun is going down. So, it's still 70 degrees though. Can't beat that. And a nice change. This is pavement now. It used to be gravel all the way out here. There's some rain content there.
You can get some later. Eat your sandwich.
We made it. Well, we made it to the Hot Well Dunes, and nice little facility here now. When I was a kid, it was just holes in the ground basically, but we got pit toilets here, picnic areas. We're gonna check them out real quick, then we're gonna go find camp, which is anywhere you want to basically. So that's cool. $3 cash, so not bad. Well, this is neat and all, but I guess they're up further up the road, so we'll jump in the truck and go check them out. Alright, we got camp set up. Wonderful. More camp, less worry. Beautiful sunset. We decided to camp right next to the hot springs. We can just walk right there in the morning. Toilets are there. We've been roughing it long enough, so we're just gonna make it easy on ourselves. It's very quiet. We got lighting situated. Little sunset walk in the dunes. So these are the new hot spring tubs, and they are operated by solar panel pumps, so when the sun comes up, these will fill up, and then at night they'll empty out. So we'll check them out tomorrow. Diesel heater set up, just in case it gets real cold. Got some heat going now. Well, I think we're going to call it a night. I wish I had a camera that did these stars justice, but I just don't. Anyway, unless something happens, we'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Chilly horizon. Good morning, Gretchen. Oh, sun's about to come up. Yeehaw. Well, the sun's hitting the panel, so it's filling the tubs. I'm sure it'll be full of people here for too long. Yep, here comes the van now. Here it comes. Well, it feels good to be back in the desert. When I was younger, I used to come and camp out here for weeks at a time. Not necessarily here. This is all new recreation area, but mostly over close to that mountain on the other side. We are about a 3-day walk from any civilization here, give or take. That's the part of the Chiricahua mountain range down south of us, down there. That's Mount Graham, one of the many sky islands all down through this area in the Boot Heel of New Mexico. We're in Arizona here, but and then we came from way on the other side over there. Beautiful, beautiful place. And now, of course, this is all a OHV recreational facility for people ripping around in the sand dunes. Luckily, none of that's going on right at the moment. There's coyotes right here. They're pretty close. Wow. This poor guy, shivering like crazy. Don't worry, sun's coming up. You'll pull through. We will be going from toques, as you Canadians call them, to sombreros here in just about 30 minutes. Alright, so where we're at, there are several other campers, of course, but it's kind of nice because it's dispersed. You can kind of just find your own little nook. But everybody's quiet, keeping to themselves. You know, when I invented relaxing a few years ago, I didn't think it would be so popular, but apparently so. Getting ready to have some breakfast of some kind. Got the Baja sunshade going. at the hot springs. It was pretty nice. Pretty nice. Perfect temperature. Huh? Well, that was nice. Warmed the bones. Wife's still over there making her way back. I got way overheated, but beautiful day. It's supposed to be about 70 today. There's no wind as of right now. We decided to stay another night, so we're gonna walk down to the pay station, put in our $3, and make some supper tonight, and then pull anchor in the morning and go check out some other country. But it's nice just to relax. Yep, she's coming. Very nice. Is it?
Very nice.
Very good. Had a buddy following you. I am not affiliated whatsoever with this towel, but highly recommend them for your out and abouts. Now we're walking down to the pay station so we can stay another night. It's hot. So if you come to the Hotwell Dunes recreational area, I would advise staying on the main roads. You get off the main road, it's all dune and blow sand. Probably get stuck. So be prepared for that. Hang in there, old timer. I'll have to carry him back. We're almost there. Oh, he's rallying. Oh, no. Yep. Well, the old timer's pretty tired. Well, I like to have a little fire tonight, so I'm just going to gather up sticks and stuff, and I made like a paracord loop. I can lay it in and haul it back to camp. I can just lay it in there like so, and it's easier to carry. Bundle. And you just bring your sides up and got you a big old bundle. It's an incredibly vast area out here. So awesome. So today is a Thursday, and we just realized this is a holiday weekend, Martin Luther King Day, Monday. There's already people rolling in, so it's probably a good idea we pull out tomorrow. Go find more rural area, which I've got one just in mind. So anyway, we gathered up some wood for a fire later. Hopefully make some good supper tonight. Enjoy this one more night, and then pull up camp tomorrow and head out. So the little silky hatchet is very handy for this camping stuff. Well, the sun's going down on another day. We'll see what tomorrow brings, but I think we'll probably cook up some food in a little bit. I'll get a fire going once the sun goes down and enjoy the evening. Hopefully there's not too many four-wheelers ripping around. And yes, it does get cold at night in the desert as soon as that sun goes down. Get ready to have some elk loin steak and potatoes. That's really good. Wonderful. And there you go. Alright folks, we're going to enjoy this mesquite fire. And if anything happens, I'll let you know. Otherwise, see you tomorrow. Just going to warm her boots up. Sun's coming up. Being attacked. Breakfast of champions. Well, that's why we're heading out. There'll be a whole lot of razors and whatnot going on here real soon. Which, if I had one, I'd join them. It's a lot of fun. We used to come out here back in the day with Honda 3-wheelers. Fun stuff. Alright, we are loaded up, heading out. Everything went really well, other than my wife got stung by a bee and her arm swelled up pretty bad, so other than that, went great. A little chilly, but we're gonna head out of here and have a dog fight. That's where she got stung, swelled up real good. Come on, Gretchen. Let's go. You like it here? Come on, come on. Come on, let's go. Load up. Come on. Oh boy. No, geez Louise. Left it how we found it and cleaned up a little bit too. Well, we're letting the dogs out. We're in Safford picking up the last few minute things and heading out. Well, it took some doing, but we finally decided on this spot. I wanted to camp up yonder, but that's all private property now. I'm pretty sure it was all BLM when I was younger, but who knows? Maybe we were trespassing. I don't think so. These are all the sand washes, well, some of them. Little foothills we used to run around high school. My dad did and all his buddies. It's a pretty neat area, dead quiet. It's gonna be nice. Explore it tomorrow. There ain't a stitch of wind right here. The sun feels really good. Lots of rocks and possible artifacts. She's already out there exploring. Goes for miles and miles once you get past the private property, but I didn't want to do that right now. As late as it's getting, that we can get camp set up. That steeple rock off in the distance. Yep, vast country. And my wife pointed out that we just camped right on a very pronounced javelina trail, so might see some action. Right, Gretchen? Yeah, here's your trooper. All right, got that set up pretty much. The sun is going down. You can move your blanket so I can get set up. Just a little hand.
Hold it there.
Sun went down, temperature dropped about 15, 20 degrees. It's gonna get chilly, but got my portable fire pit in there. We'll finish setting up camp and then I'll set it up out here and we can have a nice fire. Ta-da! Just quail off in the distance. Just gonna sit, have a little coffee, enjoy the rest of the sunset. Yeah, pretty, isn't it? And then we'll get fire going and other stuff. And we're actually back in New Mexico. The Arizona state line is like right there. 15-minute walk maybe. But we're right on the edge. Gila River runs down here south, cuts up and goes up where we live, basically. Well, I think we pretty much got camp squared away. Made a little fire going. A little portable fire pit. Cozy. Alright, time for evening coffee. And we got this out because there is a ton of critters coming up the wash. We can hear them all around. Javelina can get a little bit up your junk sometimes. And I wouldn't directly shoot them unless they're like right here attacking Gretchen or something. Just a couple of pop shots and it usually scares them off. But sometimes they get a little cocky. But having that going, we'll probably detour them as well. Sleeping bags out of their bag, so they're nice and lofted. It's gonna get chilly. So I'm sure some of you might be curious about what the inside of this is like up the stairs. This came with a quilted liner that clips in on the frame, and then it can zip up so it gets nice and stays warm. So, but it's basically a king-size bed. Very roomy. There's upstairs. Well, no fancy cooking tonight. We had to run into Walmart to get her some medicine for her bee sting because it's swelled up real bad. So we got us a rotisserie chicken, splitting it over the fire. Nothing fancy. And of course some sea salt kettle cooked chips. Good morning. It was dang chilly last night. Definitely got below freezing. I haven't checked what the temperature was, but I'm guessing in the 20s. Chilly. Gretchen's water was froze. Chairs were frosty. But hopefully the sun comes up soon for breakfast. Not sure right now. We got some heat bank stones up around the fire pit to keep our tootsies warm.
That's when they throw these clothes in this fire. The sun's out.
Winter camping in the desert can be tricky because it's cool out, so you don't think about drinking water, but you still got to stay plenty hydrated or it'll get you real quick. Bee sting update. Still swollen, but not near as bad as it was yesterday. It looked not so good. We were getting a little bit nervous about it. So, poor little guy's just shivering. I'm not made for this weather. You'll pull through. And she took off after a jackrabbit earlier, pulled her ground stake, took off out in the desert. But she came back, didn't ya? Yeah. Coals are just warm enough. I can warm my tamale and not melt the plastic, I think. It was a daring endeavor, but it actually worked perfectly. Here's why it's a good idea to have super glue with you. And sliced her thumb open making breakfast. It happens. But being a nurse, she's got a full medic pouch here. We're prepared. Liquid stitches. The old thumb wrap.
Maybe.
Thumb.
Extra tight for some compression.
Good job. Bam! Got my smaller battery unit too. Keep our headlamps and stuff charged up. Alright, and just like that, a couple hours later, it's getting pretty toasty out. We're all washed up. She's cleaning up her breakfast stuff. And we'll probably go do some exploring. Well, we're going to take a little walkabout. See if we see anything. If we see something cool, we'll share it. Everything's cool out here though. Be a 7-hour film. So we are camped in a main wash here, which I do not recommend at all. But there is no chance of precipitation right now. But if there was, we would not be. So this area here was heavily populated with the Apaches before they were the Great Roundup. But a lot of history right here, a lot of artifacts been found. Spaniards came through here. There's a lot of Spanish artifacts found all throughout this area. So, might find something, might not. There's a lot of cool rocks. That's Steeple Rock in the distance. You can see it from miles and miles from every direction. So, I'm sure that was a huge landmark. Plus, the Gila River is not really too far. And I'm sure a lot of these washes had springs running. So every once in a while you'll come across an old dwelling foundation of some kind on these little mesas. And I personally have found back in my younger days, teenager running around here, government issue, military, 4570 brass. There was a lot of shootouts that went on here back in the day. Not all of them were written down or documented, I'm sure. Skirmishes of all kinds. So, a lot of stuff went down here. We're going to do some bushwhacking and get up in here and see what we can find. Mesquites, everything will poke you out here. I found a den up here of some kind. Critters making a home in there, I'm sure. Let's see what the tracks are. I can just about guarantee you there is a ton of rattlesnakes in there waiting out this winter. This little coyote trail, they were loud last night. About 3 packs around us. And it is warm enough for a rattlesnake to be out. Pretty wild country. Love it. We'll go check out this little lookout knob. This is probably where they were howling from, because those are fresh tracks. Oh yeah. They could see a long way from up here. There's our camp way down there. I'll just take this other little trail here. See what we see. Should go with my gators. This place is really awesome too in the monsoon season when it's just rolling with water. It's violent. This piece of volcanic rock with like a crystal cap all over it. Pretty neat. Found some shade for a minute. It's middle of January. It's hot. The sun is anyway. Getting the shade, it's nice. I think it's only about 60, 61 maybe. There's some rock content for you rock hounders. Wife just found this interesting piece. Very cool. A little hydration break in the shade. One thing too, if you come out to the desert to explore and whatever, one thing I've learned over the years, and experts will tell you, take your time. Watch your footing, everything, because it will own you if you mess up. So just take your time, enjoy it, and be safe. Here's something randomly cool my wife found, a root growing down through a hole in a rock. I'm going to do a little bushwhacking across, catch the road, and head back to our camp. See, you can see our camp right there.
Oh yeah.
It's hot. She's already got a half a bottle of water.
I'm sick.
And we've been sick, head cold, so it's amazing we're even out doing stuff early. We're going to follow this wash on back down to the camp and take a break, then I might venture on up some of these knobs. And the flora and fauna here is primarily creosote and mesquite. A lot of these mesquites are either dormant or dead. I've had a heck of a drought down through here the last long time. Quite a bit more erosion through here, of course, since I grew up around here, but it's nature. Here's some old homestead artifacts. That is an old stroller, I believe. It's junk iron. Pretty cool. This is remnants of an old wood cook stove. Got us a little sunshade put up real quick. Well, we got the hydration and snack camp set up for the hot afternoon. The sun is intense. Alright, had a nice snack, rehydrated, cooled off a bit. I'm going a little solo quick hike up here in this, see this little flat cap over here I'm curious about. So, see what we see, and then before you know it, it's time to start gathering wood and get all our warm clothes back on. But it's hot right now, 3:30. But as soon as that sun, about another hour, it's going to start cooling off quick. Here's the coyotes were all coming in last night. Our camp's right there. They were real curious what's going on. Ton of coyotes. Never did see them, could hear them. Most likely maybe a coos deer. Lots of critters through here. Go up. There's some really good quail, javelina hunting in here. Used to quail hunt this a lot. And dove hunt. Used to be a tank down yonder. Sit there in the evening and just fill a garbage bag full. Pretty rocky here. Well, I was kind of hoping to find the remnants of an old dwelling or something up here. But it's not really. It's just a ridge. Looks a lot flatter from down below. Like that one. Looks completely flat over there, but I don't think it is. Pretty good view. That's Vanderbilt Mountain. There's camp down there. Now we're this close. I might go check it out. Well, the mesquites up here are healthy and green. Won't be long, they'll be flowering. Smell really good. Just a little knob. Kind of cool though. Oh, there's a good view of Vanderbilt. I climbed that once years ago. It is a gnarly mountain. Well, if you've been sticking around, I hope you've been enjoying this. Just little tidbits of here and there's. Nothing real special, just sharing. I think I'm just going to go ahead and follow this little down and see what I see. Should have scouted this out better. That would have been a better camping spot right there. Oh well. That was a nice little hike. We'll head back to camp, relax a few minutes, and then start getting wood for tonight. She's made for this.
What do I think of my jacket?
Yeah.
They're warm.
They are warm. They
Soft.
are. Yep.
Yep.
They're nice.
Mm-hmm.
You need a bearskin tactical hoodie? They are actually great, especially if you're doing this type of lifestyle, camping and stuff. They are really nice. All right, well, this day is wrapping up, well, at least sunlight anyway. Still got several hours before it's like bedtime. But I think tomorrow we're gonna go ahead and pull up stakes and possibly go find another place to explore and camp. Forecast so far is looking pretty good for it, so might as well take advantage of it. Plus I'm waiting on materials for bows to show up, and just make the most of it. There goes the sun. It's gonna get cold. Last night was chilly. It was definitely in the 20s, and ended up using my wool blanket and then my -20 bag over me like a quilt. It worked perfect. Got my feet wrapped up and stuffed in the toe box, and cozy. All right, taking Gretchen here for a little walk. Get some energy burnt up, exploring. And then we'll head back to camp. Probably make some supper, get the fire going, process some wood, camp stuff. I think I found another den here. There are quite a few badgers around here, so I gotta kind of be careful, especially with Gretchen. I walked right past it earlier, didn't even see it. It goes pretty deep. Might be jackrabbit, whatever, but lots of rattlesnakes here, so they'll be burrowed in there. Never. Vanderbilt Mountain up there catching the last of the sun in all its glory. There's another little burrow. Get back. Oh, looks like a pack rat. The bee sting my wife got the other day made me really nervous, because down here the Africanized killer bees are here, and made me pretty nervous, because they are relentless, especially with the way she swelled up. Man, and we are a long way from a hospital. So definitely on our to-do list, we're going to order some EpiPens just to have with us, because she swelled up that bad with just a regular honeybee sting. 8, 10, 50, she probably wouldn't make it. I don't know. Scary stuff. I personally know several people in this area that have lost pets, livestock to killer bees, and have had close calls themselves with life flights, getting stung, attacked. It's not fun stuff. And we're back. Open. Oh boy. Big help.
I don't know what to do with this.
Could you let us know what's on the menu tonight?
Potatoes, carrots, celery.
That'll do it. Good morning. Got the fire going. It is chilly. Wasn't messing around this morning. I got out the flares in your pocket, basically, by UCO. No messing around. Well, the Weather Channel said the low tonight was only supposed to be like 34. They're 10 degrees off. It is 24. It's very cold. Had another hour before the sun comes up. Brought the old homemade buck saw out of retirement. Processed wood. Made short work out of that. What are you doing, Gretchen? It's cold. The sun's coming though. Well, we've come to a unanimous decision that we're going to pull up stakes today, head home, get some stuff done. Plus, I got an email the other day that my material's in for bows, so I got to get back to work. So that's what we're going to do. Then we'll get back out and do this again probably in a few weeks. So that's what we're doing. There's the sun. Gretchen's processing firewood for us. Get it. Well, we're breaking camp, getting everything kind of situated, organized, aired out, and we'll be heading out. Leave no trace. Ish. Alright, other than a bunch of footprints, there's no other real trace. I think Gretchen had fun. Did you have fun? Yeah. Remember, pack it in, pack it out. Alright folks, well I hope you enjoyed that as much as we did. This first camp of 2026 went really well. We're going to get back out in a few weeks, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching.